video is not in perfect quality, but it's about the message. Important one. Talk a lot about, of course, psychological, emotional, mental abuse, and it's important to realize, but it doesn't excuse the behavior at all, because it causes extremely suffering. But basically, where it all comes from, or most of it, is we're living in a world, in a system in which we completely live the opposite of what we are and what drives us and what makes us whole. And it is a system that's created and it's been working obviously for a while, but probably is going to change. But mostly what's going on with people is, this need to follow a certain routine, flow of life. It's really a cage. And of course, there's something as that it's been passed through by their parents and the parents of their parents, etc. Again, zero excuse for the behavior, but living in a system where you basically need to consent to a way of living, school, university, then a job, and obviously, in that work and job, corporate world, it's all about results, pressure, new targets, living for your work. And it's not how we're supposed to be living and or connecting to ourselves and others, occasionally, because there's not much left than spending 50, 60, 70 hours a week working, being able to support yourself in that system with a house, with the things you need, a car, this and that, drowning yourself, or many do, in loans and mortgages. And then there's a thing as comparison. Look at the neighbors, what they have. I need to get that as well. But mostly it's like this rat race, and then finding some relief in buying things, but it's short-lived. So what do you do? Well, you need to do the same work, the same routines, same way of living, so you buy again and again to feel a little bit better, or jump into other stuff, addictions. And addictions is not just only alcohol or drugs. It can be more work, it can be binge watching the news, it can be sugar, it can be so many things that are unhealthy. And everything has its effect and impact. But this way of living, and so disconnected, people are just concerned about, of course, their own and surviving, and thinking they're happy while they're not, putting up with that pressure and the work and those work weeks, and following the system from school, from university, into a job. So people go from these stages, and now I need to do this, now I need to do that, now I need to get my paper, now I need to get my certification, my diploma, my degree, because it looks good to the world, so I can get that job. And then you're in that job, then you need to make the career, you need to be the best. Everything is, you're persuaded to excel in a way that's often competitive, and it's about selling, and it's about products, and it's about manipulating and persuading others to buy, and it goes on and on and on and on. And some people take this literally into every part of their life, and it's about getting what they need in the moments they need it. And then suddenly 35, almost 40, I had the career and all this the stuff that everyone is doing. Now I need the family, now I need the child, while not being in a position to be even able to emotionally and ready or available in a way that you can properly connect as a family, or having a child, but or anything else, the need this, need that, and just exploiting people to get what you need, they want, without any thinking about the other person. People don't even listen to each other. So this is why there's no integrity as well. People just do, people just take what they need in the moment, and doesn't matter how, where they will get it from someone, or somehow will get it anyhow. And unfortunately, you have those ones around that are extreme in that, and then you have the other parts that are the ones that are still caring, loving, giving, that give away everything, their time, their energy, their resources, their their life just to give to others. But of course, well, getting completely stuck. And this is what happens with this type of abuse, and perhaps with you when you're dealing with highly psychological, emotional, mental abusive people. And unfortunately, when you've been dealing with this from a young age, if it's from a family, you were in a situation that you couldn't do anything about it. You cannot just walk away and take your bag as a kid and get out. So that it's even worse. It's really embedded in your programming. But and you will probably repeat it in your further down in your life because of your coping mechanism, the wanting to fix other and give, and you will just meet people that want to take, and you want to just, well, how do you say that? Fulfill that need, because that gives you the sense of validation, but eventually just killing yourself completely. And needy, eventually people that take it a bit too far in life, manipulative control. That's the way they feel empowered, and then they feel better as well. They unfortunately often feel good when you're feeling horrible, when they know they can play with your emotions, how to make you feel amazing, to keep you hooked, but as well how to make you feel horrible and walk on eggshells and tiptoe around them and give them exactly what they need. And it's a horrible way. It's unexcusable. It causes immense of suffering. It has so many effects, and this is what's being unseen, neglected by these people, of course. But they know what they're doing, and it's worse. But I mean, it's part of this whole system. Integrity is completely gone. There's no real concern about somebody else's feelings, or how you feel, or what's important to you. No, they'll just take and go with it. But it's a way to understand where it comes from, and it's as well survival. But therefore, you have to and you must. And often we stay stuck because of a sense of loyalty, or you stay in there. No. The only thing you have to do is, all right, recognize it. And yes, you cannot fix this. You cannot fix them. That's up to them to at some point perhaps shift and change. What you have to do is detach from it and move away from it, and sometimes move far away from it, to remain who you are, or to get back to who you are, and to keep living according to you, and move into a situation and way of living that you can do even more, and live according to your values, and find people that still have the let's say the integrity and the love and the care. Hopefully all the other abusive people at one point and one day will follow. But for you right now, and there's nothing bad about it. Yes, they will make you feel selfish, bad, horrible, and the worst person in this world, and they will try to make you look like the villain and play the victim even. That's even worse. That's why, you need to throw it all overboard. Again, it comes from something, and the system, and their parents, and the parents of their parents, and this way of living, and everything that's constructed in this world. Fine, it doesn't excuse your behavior, but you just need to move away. It's self-care. It's not even about taking a revenge or being nasty. No. It's 100% self-care. Your peace and sanity, and staying intact and whole, or becoming whole again. That's what it's about. And that's what you must do and need to do. I thought this was a very important thing for you to anchor in, to see and understand it a bit, not excuse it. This is why you need to get out of there, step out of it, freeing yourself from it, staying free, and moving forward to your authentic self. This way you can stay or become whole, but even accelerate more in the direction of your light, your authentic self, and then give back to this world. And then you can empower others to do the same, and give back. And the more we do, the more we shine light as well in the dark corners of this earth. Eventually, those that are, let's say, psychological, emotional, mental, abusive, actually also all constructs, will eventually follow. The world is shifting. There will be collapse of systems. So anyhow, there will be a lot of stuff going on in the future, sooner than later. I don't have the crystal ball. There's another video where I talk about this. It's gonna happen. But don't wait for all of this. Don't wait as well before you get seriously ill because of the stress of this abuse and the manipulation, and where you're drawn into or sucked into, but you got to make the steps, you got to get out, and you got to have a decent way of doing so with the right steps in the right order. Lean in. There's a link in the description, bio, anything where you can start today. Let's get going. Hope this helps.